Alright, hi everyone. Welcome back to the Oat Milk Lesbians. So we have Wyming again.
Hi, are you sick of me yet?
We have Wyming joining us for an episode of your stories. So it's going to be your coming out stories and your lesbian dating horror stories. So who wants to fucking start?
Wait, before that, do you want to introduce Emma?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Okay, hi everyone. This is Emma in the Australian accent. I don't know if y'all watched. I didn't watch the show either, but like, you know, H2O just add water.
Huh?
You know that?
No, what is that?
It's a show about like, I think it's like people that will turn into mermaids once they touch water.
What the fuck?
So there's this parody of the show that's like someone's like getting out of the bathroom, like, Cleo, the bathroom's free. And then like Cleo goes in and like she touches the mirror and it has condensation. And then they're like, oh no, the condensation! Emma! So me and my ex, like he named this llama Emma. Like that's not a stretch, but like we were like, oh, it has to be Emma. So yes, this is Emma, guys.
Yeah, and she's canonically Australian.
Yeah, she's...
Do you want to read the stories in an Australian accent?
Oh my god, I don't think I could do it. I cannot do it consistently.
Yeah, cannot, very hard.
Yeah,
Okay.
and honestly, the way you can read it consistently is crazy.
But we didn't do the Australian, we did British. But Australian is confusing because it's like...
Yeah, you don't know if you're... I think you just need to add an R at the back.
Yeah,
Or anything with vowels, just add an R at the back.
essentially, yes.
Yeah, you just need to sound ruder.
Do you need a ruler?
The white color one, right?
Yes, the white colour one.
Okay, I think...
Ruler?
Okay, let's do
Yeah, I
it.
can't read without the ruler.
That's why we're not straight. Okay, not technically my own coming out story, but I had gotten into an argument through texting with my Asian, Christian, and conservative mother, where she called me a dyke. In brackets, she spelled it wrong, by the way.
Oh my god.
So it was the perfect opportunity to bring up the time I stumbled upon lesbian porn on her iPad browser back when I was like 11 years old.
Damn!
So she's a dyke.
Whoa!
Oh my god, the plot thickens.
In less than 5 seconds, she responded with, so? And then she stopped responding to the rest of my messages.
Damn!
Yeah, so they brought it up. So they brought up the porn thing to the mom, and like in 5 seconds she was like, so? And then she stopped responding. Okay, then this story cracks me up every time I think about it. Internalized homophobia is very sad, of course, but I find it so funny that I had the golden comeback to being called a slur by my own mother.
Oh my god.
She doesn't dare to be homophobic towards me anymore, lol. The reason I didn't tell her that I saw the lesbian porn on her browser before this was because it was very traumatizing since I was so young and I tried to repress the memory. Very valid, actually. I also didn't want to make things awkward without any provoking reason, and I still wanted to respect her privacy even though she's given me so much trauma. Girl, you did that at 11? Like, I would have just said shit at 11.
Oh my god.
I guess this would be more of her coming out story than mine, lol. I don't know though. For me, I'm a short-haired masked lesbian, so I never felt the need to come out properly to my parents because I don't have a good relationship with them anyway. Relate. Appreciate all the work y'all put in the podcast. P.S. Appreciate all the work y'all put in the podcast. You guys really are making a positive impact. And I just got out of my first relationship and the podcast is helping me heal for real. Aww.
So many things to unpack.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what the hell? I think
That's
I
so
would...
funny, honestly. I find it hilarious.
Yeah, I feel like if like I saw that, I don't know how you managed to like you said, like how do you keep your mouth shut? I'll be like, why is there lesbian porn on
I
your
would go to
iPad?
my dad and be like, why does mommy have lesbian porn open in my tabs?
But honestly, maybe at that age we're just like, our parents are right, so okay lah. This should be normal lah.
So I should do it too. I should scissor.
Whoa.
Oh my god. No, it's so funny that the mom is just like, so
Yeah.
nonchalant.
No, I think that's what you say when you don't know what else to say.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So
I wonder if the mom was bi.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
why else would she have like a tab open?
And why are you looking at lesbian porn?
Yeah, I mean, she definitely got with a man, right?
Yeah.
Unless they're adopted, I'm not too sure. But like the mom I wonder if it's like a marriage that she doesn't want to be in, or like if she's like
Maybe she's
just
bi or she's like a closeted lesbian.
Yeah. Either way, like.
But either way, you win.
That's true.
You won the
That's true.
argument.
You win.
You won the argument.
Yeah, because like the mom, like whether she's like a lesbian or bi, like I feel like could have been a chance for them to connect.
Right, instead of like so.
They were like they said like the relation is not good with them.
Internalized homophobia anyway.
Yeah,
so
yeah, that's true. I feel sorry for that lah. But yeah, like I would love to have like a queer parent.
Right.
Like it would have been so much easier.
I don't know how I would feel about that though.
Yeah, I mean as long as they're happy, of course. But like, yeah.
But don't you feel like, there's the saying that like in your lineage actually there is a gay parent?
I mean, of course, but that doesn't mean like they act it out. What?
Yeah, which is
That's
kind of
true.
sad, isn't it?
Yeah.
They had
it's
to like
then it's
force themselves
like
into
repress it.
marriage.
I mean, yeah, that's sad, but I'm just saying that I don't know how I would feel if I had like a homosexual parent.
I think that would be
Right.
fun.
Yeah, that's
Really? Because that time at the workshop, do you remember? So at the workshop that we went to last weekend,
We bleep this up.
I feel like it would be a shock, but it would also be fun.
Yeah, it'd be fun. It'd be so fun to have a gay parent.
Yeah.
okay,
But wouldn't you prefer it if your parents are queer?
I cannot imagine a life with queer parents.
But if you had to?
I cannot. I just cannot.
Real.
Okay.
Next story.
Okay,
let's
next
go.
story. How do I go?
Hello. I'm lucky to have a calm coming out, but for the longest time, I feared the worst if I came out. In 2022, I was 16 and came out to my sister as bi. I had already been out to my friends at school, so I thought she should know too. Then I also came out to my older brother. He literally told me that he knew. A week later, after fighting some internalized lesbophobia, I came out to my siblings again as a lesbian. My brother told me, it's really none of my business what you like or who you love. My sister, however, was excited and came out to me.
Oh,
Since then, I've tried to hint at my mom playing songs like Girls and We Fell in Love in October by Girl in Red as well. As mom, I think I'm gay by boyish. Or all the songs listing lah, okay.
Oh, okay.
One thing I wanted to do in 2024 was embracing my queerness as a lesbian. So on Christmas 2023, I told my mom that I wanted to embrace my identity. She asked what would that be, but I literally froze and ran away saying I would
Real.
tell her the next day. Next day rolls around, a girl I like didn't work out, had entered my life again.
oh.
So I ended up telling my mom that I don't like boys. The first thing she asked was if I'm dating lol. I'm from an African country where our mothers warned us about boys and pregnancy and dating. So I didn't hesitate saying no. My mom continued doing what she was doing. So she made no comment. So I asked her, no comment. She responded, no comment. I truly think she was in shock, but everything between us feels normal, if not better than before. My dad, on the other hand, will find when I post my wedding photos. I truly hope everyone can get such a calm and peaceful coming out. That's very nice.
Yeah.
I'm happy that it went well for you.
Yeah.
It's wholesome.
Yeah, it's wholesome.
Kind of wholesome. Well, okay, it's not the complete opposite of having like, it's okay, we accept you, but you know what? There was no violence.
Yeah,
So that's
it's like the
great.
bare minimum, like you just have
Yeah,
people
yeah.
saying like, I don't care. Like, that's what people get in like, like more conservative countries.
Yeah. I wish people wouldn't. I don't know. To me, like I know, like in this country, I should be grateful if I get a response like that. But like, it's not a good response. I feel like it should be like, thanks for telling me. You don't have to be like very grateful for me for telling me for telling you, but like at least have some emotions.
Yeah.
Like,
Thank you for sharing.
I feel like
Yeah.
people just try to be nonchalant about it because they don't know what's the appropriate reaction or they're just afraid that they would say the wrong thing. But actually
Yeah.
just saying something like what you said, like, thanks for sharing, like it's actually a lot better
Yeah.
than just be like, I don't care.
Yeah.
But like it's still okay as a reaction like in this
Yeah.
climate, but like still like we wish for a better place, right? You know? Yeah, because like coming out, like giving the information away is it's a very vulnerable act
Yeah.
in the
Correct.
society that we live in.
It is.
So yeah, but yeah, they got married. Amazing.
Huh? They got married?
The wedding photos?
I thought they said my dad will find out
if
when
I have-
post.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
so
was
haven't married yet, not married yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Good luck.
All
Hello,
the best.
lesbians. I recently came out to my parents. In bracket, did I really? Share your thoughts with me after you read it.
Okay.
And whenever I tell my friends how it happened, they just look at me in disbelief. Same reaction from myself too. For some context, my girlfriend and I have been dating for about 10 months now, and we have been staying over at each other's place every weekend, alternating between hers and mine, ever since our 3rd month together. In bracket, you whole lesbians behavior. Ever since this has been happening, I feel like my parents have been suspicious of my relationship with her, and they probably have wondered if we're really just friends. Just to name a few instances and reasons why. Number 1, I'm not one to invite friends to my home. What's more, I've never let any of my friends stay over, so this was probably the start to everything. Number 2, we shower together every time she stays over. Probably a big sign. Yeah, which best friends shower together every single time. Sub story to this, my mom actually asked me about it before. Why do you and Dash always shower together? Is there enough space?
Enough space!
I was too stunned to say the very least, but then even more stunned that her concern was about the small space and not
my
the
God.
act of showering together. That question made me think a lot. I've never dated anyone before, and my parents know that and before, and at one instance I had this convo with my dad. Dad, why don't you have a boyfriend yet? Me, not interested. Dad, not interested in what, boys? Me, yeah. Dad was like, what, so you're butch?
Wow, not even you're 11, you're butch.
Word.
But at that point, we both said it in a joking tone, so I wasn't sure if he took it seriously. Number 4, we went on a cruise together, just us alone, no friends. So yeah, there were many signs and it's pretty obvious. Now to the coming out part. Again, for some context, I have tattoos and I have 6 currently, which is wild considering I only got my first one in November 2022. So in the span of 2023 alone, I got 5 more. It's really an addiction. Bet Zoe can relate. Yes, I can. My parents know of this and are so chill about it. On this day, I got my 6th tattoo, which is a custom tattoo that I wanted to represent the gay pride aspect of me, since it's part of my identity. To describe the tattoo, it's the Lover's Tarot card, and it has 2 girls kissing as the illustration.
Oh, that's cute.
So you can imagine that it's pretty damn gay. It's placed at the back of my right upper arm, about 10 centimeters, so it's very visible. I wear a sleeveless top. Considering how I have many tattoos, I've always just ended up not telling my parents before I get them and surprise them when I get home. And this one was no exception. The moment I stepped into my house after the appointment, my dad greeted me in the hallway. I playfully turned around quickly to show him a glimpse of it, and he just went, "What is that? Come show." And my mom was sitting on the couch as this happened. This was how the conversation went after I properly showed it to them. "Dad, why? Are you a lesbian?"
Oh
Me.
my god.
"Yeah, I thought you would know." "Dad, I didn't know. Did she get one too? Y'all matching?" "Me, no, she didn't, only me." And my mom just frowned at me at the fact that I got another tattoo. So it was kind of anticlimactic, but also very relieving. I know many others aren't blessed to have such accepting parents like these, and sometimes I can't believe this actually happened. Yet sometimes I also wonder what they truly feel and think about their daughter being a lesbian, since we haven't actually properly talked about it apart from this. Though after this, my father did invite my girlfriend over to a gathering with my extended family. In bracket, gestures Asian families would only do to their children/grandchildren's partners, so I was very touched. When my girlfriend stays over now, they are still nice to her, such as offering to buy her meals and stuff. I guess all of these seem to be unreal, and I'm just thankful that I was able to come out safely. Sorry if this was too long, but enjoy watching y'all's vids and hearing about all the tea. Thank you for doing this. Heart shape. Wow. I know what the theme is for today.
What?
The theme of today's episode is safe coming out stories.
Period.
Yeah.
Coming out stories without violence.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the
Yes.
theme is. I think this is
Yes.
great.
Yeah,
though.
the stories
Yeah.
have been wholesome so far.
Yeah.
That's
very
good
happy.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually it's always like there's a certain theme
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
week. It's like
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I love how the mom's like frowning, but it's because of the tattoo.
Not because you're a lesbian.
Such an Asian thing.
literally.
You can date women, but don't get a tattoo.
No, for real. Oh my god, that's literally my parents also. Like when I remember I told you when I came out, my dad was like, "Thank God, I thought you were pregnant or you did drugs." And I'm like, I mean,
Oh my god.
yeah.
God damn, I love this. I actually do like this.
Yeah.
I mean, again, the bare minimum, but you know, the thing is that what I'm thankful for is that there is so far no brain rot yet. Because
Yeah.
a lot of times when we read like your stories and your coming out stories and whatever, right? The stories are always so heavy that by the end of it, we're both like, oh my god, we are drained.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. This is wholesome. This is okay. It's not Heartstopper wholesome.
Yeah.
But this is like good and like okay. Wait. What I'm curious about is whether the family openly and publicly acknowledges that that's her girlfriend.
Oh,
Right.
Or their girlfriend. Yeah. Because like I mean personally, my parents like they knew about the existence of my ex, and like my ex even stayed over for like a couple months during MCO. But anytime they would mention his name, it would be like, where's your friend?
Yeah.
Like they're accepting, like they're, I don't know if they're accepting, but they're tolerant of it. But they'll be like, "Where's your friend? Your friend, okay, your friend, he's work how now?"
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if they do the same.
But do you tell your parents, or specifically my boyfriend, do you say that in front of them? Because if you don't say that in front of them, then it's a different story.
I told my mom. Yeah. Because I came out to my mom to text. So like I told her I'm gay and I have a boyfriend. And
How did she react?
she was like, give me a day to process this.
Give me a different of that.
Yeah. No, and then the next day, she was like, it's okay, we still love you. Just make sure not to do gay activities and study well.
Gay activities.
I mean, I get the sentiment, but what do you mean by gay activities? I mean, like gay activities right now.
Activities.
But yeah, so there's that. That's why I wonder, like, if they publicly, because like a lot of Asian families will tolerate, but they won't be like openly like very supportive.
Yeah.
You know.
I think I get that though. That's not how Asians are.
That's true.
You know, like, remember, like, I told you that, like, my other friend whom I know, like, anyway, basically, my colleague, like, one of my ex-colleagues, this is a different one. So he also, like, talked about how he and his partner came out to their parents respectively. And they also do the same thing when they ask about each other, like, where's your friend?
Yeah.
Oh, your friend's not here today. But like they don't put the word on it. They don't like, say the G word, or like they don't say the B word. So it's like they, I don't know, it's always friend. Even my mom, like, she did that last time. She just like I mean, whenever it's like gay related, like you know, things, she'll be like, "Oh, your friend. Why are you going out with that friend so much?" Then I'm like,
yeah, I feel like it should be more like, I don't know, they feel like it's very taboo. I understand because they grew up under that norm, right? But like, why do we sound so dirty? You know, like coming out with that, I'm like, just say lah, boyfriend.
just say the word.
My dad also always, every time your friend. No, okay, I don't blame him though, because I'm always like, my friend. I always tell him my friend. So he'll be like, your friend, okay?
That's true.
He always mixes up when I say my friend, because sometimes I don't say my friend's name. For example, there was one time I was I don't know doing what with Yula, going somewhere with Yula. Then I was like, I'm going doing what? I was like, oh, I'm going out with my friend. And he's like, who's your friend? So every time I say my friend right, he just gets like, friend? Friend? I actually conditioned him to think friend means girlfriend.
Right. No, but that's like a curious like friend.
Yeah.
No, ours is like your friend. Your
friend.
Yeah.
Hey, but didn't you like text your dad like about your ex and everything?
Yeah.
So you used the term though.
You
like
said
once, ex-girlfriend. That's what I said. And then but then I don't really like tell him when I'm like, even when I was with
Trying to drop the legal name.
come to my house all the time, okay, and everything, and then I'll be like, my friend, and he'll be like, your friend. But then I will go to him about my relationship problems. Then I'll be like, I feel like breaking up with this person. What do you think? Then he'll be like, Then he will advise me in his own like way and whatever. So he kind of knew that we were dating. I mean, he obviously knew that we were dating. And I remember back then I posted screenshots on my close friends list about me talking to my dad about. And I would ask my dad, I was like, what do you think of? Then my dad was like, looks like a nice girl. That's all. That's all he will say. Like, but he knows that I'm dating her, but he will always say your friend because I always say my friend.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I say
That makes sense actually.
if
Okay.
let's say you as a person, like you as a child, don't say my girlfriend or my boyfriend, and your parents don't say that, then it makes sense lah.
That's true. I never thought about it that way. Very interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, next story.
Next story.
Okay.
I feel like we're not gonna be able to get through a lot of stories because of how much we're fucking yapping.
Oh my god.
We got a professional yapper here.
Professional yappers. Okay. Do you need a ruler?
So this one, it's a short one.
It's a short one. It's a good one.
Okay, it's not really a coming out story, but when I was 16, my sister caught me reading women loving women mangas. She asked me to show it to her, and I think she knew that I'm reading lesbian mangas.
Oh my god.
I never talk about boy crushes. I never talk about boy crushes or liking actors, but it's different with girls group idols. Deep down, I legit got scared if she was gonna tell my parents about my sexuality. My family is religious, and it scared me on what they were gonna do once they know the truth, since they despise the LGBTQ plus community. Someday, I hope I could stay far away from my family and find my own happiness. To all the lesbians that are behind the closet, I'm with you, and please don't give up on finding your own happiness.
Why is everything so sweet today?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yours is
like-
sweet.
Today is nice. It's good. You know why? Because it's still Libra season.
Period.
The minute it goes into
Period.
Scorpio season, right?
Oh my
it's
god.
over. Every story that we read during that, we're gonna be like, oh, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is
Oh my
this?
god.
No, this whole okay. I mean, like they're not out yet, lah. But I hope they're okay. Because like they said their family is religious, so like I hope you're okay.
Aw.
You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine.
Yeah,
100%.
that was me also actually. Like, when I was like in the closet, like I wanted to like move out. So when I got to uni, I was like I found a uni in fucking Cyberjaya, and I just moved over there.
Yeah.
In the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, in the middle of
Cyberjaya.
nowhere. Stay there for 3 years. Weekend also don't go back one.
No,
But
so real.
So yeah, like it's not really a coming out story, but maybe to be coming out story.
To be.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay if you don't want to come out to them too. It's fully valid. You know, if you want to stay safe. But I hope they find happiness. Yeah, they seem very sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's so sweet today. Like
Everyone is sweet
that's
today.
so great.
Okay, like this. Like
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
I'm a master at this now.
Thanks. No hi, no whatever. I'm in primary school and I had a crush on my female classmate, which
I thought you were gonna say like I'm in primary school. I'm like, why are you listening to this podcast when you're in primary school?
no, okay, wait.
Wait, but this
I-
person is in primary school though, right?
Yeah, wait. It's
No,
not
this
really.
one-
Oh wait, it's the same story.
Oh, it's the same story.
Okay, you need to
Oh,
continue.
okay.
reading.
Okay.
Apparently, I'm not a master at this yet.
no worries,
Okay,
no worries.
okay.
It gets cut.
Okay, I think in primary school I had a crush on my female classmate, which lasted for 2 years, which prompted me to come out to my closest friends. TBH K-pop was also my gay awakening, haha. And they were generally receptive of it as we were a friend group of 4, and the guy in our friend group also came out as bi. Ooh, we love a chosen family.
Damn.
Anyways, going into secondary school, I was generally open about my sexuality, but people wouldn't know about my sexuality until I told them myself. When I was about 15, I met a pretty girl on my close friend's birthday staycay, and we played Spin the Bottle, Truth or Dare.
Why everyone always brings me in the bottle lah? Oh
It's like
god.
bottle, like
Which also made me find out that she was bi, as one of my friends asked her about her ex-crush, which was a girl.
oh.
Okay, I sat opposite the girl, and somehow we kept coincidentally getting each other whenever we spun the bottle.
Oh,
Giving
oh.
Yes. Then we decided to switch our seating arrangement Then we decided to switch our seating arrangement from sitting opposite of each other to sitting beside one another.
Yeah. Okay.
All of us stayed up pretty late since it was a staycay, and planned to watch the sunrise at 6 a.m. since the hotel was beside the beach. My friend had booked 2 rooms, and the beds occupied 4-person each. 2 rooms and the beds 4-person each?
What?
Damn.
I'm trying to do
Okay,
the
so
math.
2 queens.
Maybe, I guess.
2 queens per room.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. Me and her slept in the first room beside each other in the middle of the bed, while the birthday girl in another flat. Okay, so it's a bed, it's a big bed with 4 people on it, and they slept in the middle.
You know what?
Yeah. And then the birthday girl and the other friends slept at the ends of the bed. Okay, work. That's a big ass bed.
Yeah.
We had set an alarm to wake at 6, and I guess we were really tired and we didn't hear the alarm. We were all woken up by the bright lights of our friends who slept in the other room, coming to our room to wake us up. I then found an arm draped over my waist, which was weird because I usually avoid being too touchy with my female friends. And turns out the arm belonged to the girl who sat opposite me in Spin the Bottle.
Oh my god!
This is some manga shit. you manifested this shit, I swear.
Yeah.
It was pretty awkward at first as we were facing each other and we were sleeping. It was pretty awkward as we were facing each other while we slept, and the eye contact drove me crazy. Anyways, fast forward, we blew the candles for my friends in the morning and took some pics. The group pics, the girl laid on my shoulder, which made me so nervous.
Dude.
Whoa, oh my
What
god.
the fuck?
The chemistry. Okay. Anyways, fast forward, we started talking. Then after 2 months of talking, we started dating. And now we're going to reach our second anniversary soon.
Wow. Okay, I'm happy for you guys though.
Yes, this is cute.
Yeah.
But my family was suspicious as she always came over to my house and we were really close. When I turned 16, I got outed by my brother and oh my god. I got outed by my brother and both my parents are homophobic.
Oh.
Oh no. That took a turn.
Okay,
Oh.
shit, we jinxed it.
Anyways, my mom forced me to come with her to Malaysia. I was originally living in Singapore, by the way, and she also had plans to start a business in Malaysia. She forced me to come with her to Malaysia to kind of split up with my girl and I. Split up my girl and I.
Oh.
Yo.
But all is good as we're a long distance relationship for now. From time to time, my mom would say some microaggressive things like, next time when you get a boyfriend, or I hope you find a boyfriend in your new school. And she would also ask me how my girlfriend and I still can last so long. Because my brother who outed me and his girlfriend broke up.
Deserve.
It
Deserve.
says, good for him. Love that. Okay, this ends with, sorry, haha, this was really long anyways. Now, I'm starting college here in Malaysia. I would like to say thank you for being a platform to advocate about the LGBTQ community in Malaysia. Finally, there's a platform dedicated to the queer girlies. Yeah, I think this is a separate story because there's two different usernames.
Oh.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah. So yeah, that one was wholesome. The previous was wholesome, but this one started out wholesome, but now a bit.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It's valid.
Okay.
It's equally valid.
At least you know you're still with your girlfriend.
Yes.
Yes.
It's okay.
And your brother
And your
broke up.
brother.
Yeah,
and
period.
Period.
Deserved.
We are rooting for you and your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yes, love that. But like, I think they're in college. They're starting college here. So like maybe
Wait, I want to
soon.
see the username.
I don't know, like hopefully after college you'll get to be a bit more free from your
Yeah.
parents and everything.
I think during
Yeah.
college too, you can start to be a bit more free already. Like you can
Yeah,
be a
yeah.
little bit more free from your parents
Yeah.
helicoptering around you.
Literally.
Yeah. And it's between Malaysia and Singapore, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Hopefully you'll reunite with her.
Okay, Faith.
Love that.
Hi, well, I haven't actually came out to all my family members, but I'm pretty sure they know because I'm a bit different.
Different.
I only came out to my little
Aquarius.
sister.
Sorry. Okay, go.
My little sister who was an emotional wreck when I said I was a lesbian. I do want to tell my dating history, but it's kind of long. Apologies in advance. I started dating this girl when I was in high school when I was 14. We were on and off most times just because we were probably too young. But we finally ended things when we were 18 because she fell in love with a guy. We were still close because we were best friends before we got into a relationship, but I secretly hoped that we got back together because she was the first girl who made me feel loved and seen. Years went by and she dated some other guys. She did admit that she was bi. When she was single and sad over a breakup, I somehow will always be there. It felt like things were going our way at one point until in 2019 when her ex-boyfriend texted me to ask if he could have her number and just settle things with her because they broke up in a pretty bad state. And for some reason, I helped him and they got back together.
God damn.
I was simply heartbroken.
Damn.
I think some people would actually know
Okay.
of the broken heart syndrome, and I was going through it. I genuinely wanted to die because of the pain.
I really wanted to.
And I almost did try to end it all because I couldn't take it anymore. I was stopped in time by a stranger and never looked back. Okay, the whole thing we said about wholesome stories today, maybe not.
The minute we say wholesome, it suddenly took a turn. Homophobic parents and then suddenly committing suicide.
Oh,
God
shit.
damn.
Of course, I was still heartbroken, but I don't know why. But I probably had a realization that I didn't want her anymore. I just
Yes.
want the relationship that she has. Not like I'm gonna date guys. 1000% lesbian, no cap. To end this story, I realized it took me 7 years to get over her. And I'm happily single. Lesbian heartbreak for real, for real.
7
Thank you for
years.
your podcast. Listening to all the stories, I realized that I'm not alone in this big ass world. Oh my god, there's a
7 years
lot
is
to
a
unpack.
long time. 7 years.
Oh
is
wait, I think it's or is it this?
It's a different one.
Oh, a different one. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
7 years is a fucking long time though.
Yeah, but oh my god.
No, I'm glad you're out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, like
Big props for getting out of there. It's
real.
not easy. Like I don't know, broken heart can be such a big thing, such an all-consuming thing.
it is.
Yeah. And it's not a stretch to think that a relationship could drive you to suicide.
Yeah, honestly. though,
Yeah.
I'm glad that you got out of it because it got to a really low point.
Yeah. Proud of you for getting out of it.
Yeah.
Truly, it's not an easy thing.
Don't let another bitch take your life. That's fucked up. Don't let
Period.
bitches rob you of your life, okay?
Period.
Fuck. Okay. I apologize for my English in case I make any mistakes. In bracket is not my first language, not even the second, okay?
Okay, but they're writing quite well.
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
For their third language.
Yeah. A little bit of context. I'm from post-Soviet country plus Asian. Homosexuality here is often associated with the prison life that older generations had to see because of the repressive government. What
Orange is the
happened
new
to
black.
wholesomeness? What happened to wholesomeness?
it has homophobic family, suicide, prison.
It's Libra season. They needed to balance it out.
Yes, that's so true. That's so true. The minute we say wholesome, no, tip the scales a little bit. Because of it, even if family is neutral about gay people, they automatically get mad at their queer children for coming out. In bracket, not even disappointment, just pure anger for choosing to live with this stigma attached to them. My coming out to my mother wasn't consensual. When I was in high school, I wrote a letter of, oh my god, the fucking page. When I was in high school, I wrote a letter of confession to my friend because I thought I liked her. I didn't like the feeling and wanted to discuss it. My niece started crying and I went to check her. When I returned to my room, I saw my mother reading the message.
No.
She was mad at me and I got it from the first sight. I tried to flip it over and pretend it was sort of a joke or friend thing. But she had her surmise. I don't know what that means. surmise.
Her surmise.
Okay.
Hey, you say English not your first or second
Bro,
language.
we don't even know what it means.
I don't know what that word is. But she had her.
Whatever that means.
I'm going to assume it's called suspicion.
Yeah.
I still remember apologizing to her on my knees and how she just kept beating me and screaming,
Holy fuck.
"This is abuse!"
Holy shit.
I still felt worry in her words, not hatred. Do you understand that she, in bracket friend, will leave you because you're sick? God. She knew how hard it was for me to make friends and how I struggled with it all my life. She made a point that my friend won't accept my feelings. But I didn't want her to. Plus, she wasn't going to judge me because she's queer too. All my friends are, but I didn't tell her because I didn't want to out them. I didn't even have enough strength to tell her that times change and now I can have acceptance. She was so mad, I had to leave the house. Next few days I spent at my father's house. In bracket, they're divorced. And I wish I could stay longer, but my mother forced me to return. Otherwise, she would tell my father all about what happened. It was my biggest nightmare, because in that case, I wouldn't have anywhere to go, so I returned. She forced me to show her my private messages and kept checking my phone for months later.
the
That
hell?
shit was hell.
Jesus.
I couldn't write a single sentence without her reading it. I was used to it since I had from little to no privacy all the years I lived with her. It fucking zoomed out again. But it still felt 100 times more embarrassing. Months later, one girl gave me flowers for Valentine's Day, but I had to throw them away even though I liked her. Because if my mother knew, it would be a scandal. I had a guy friend and I had to pretend that we're dating even though we would just hang out so she won't monitor me. Years passed and I still don't want to talk to her about anything related to my personal life, considering that I am still struggling with inner homophobia and fear. in bracket for obvious reasons. Would I ever consensually come out to my parents? No. Honestly, I plan to marry only after they pass away just because I'm afraid to disappoint them. My sisters know about my sexuality because they heard everything. Don't know about the younger one, but my middle sister seems chill. I try to befriend more queer people to feel safer and support our local queer activists. I don't know if any other queer Central Asian will hear this, but if they do, I want them to know that they are not alone. We're gonna be alright and our future will be bright. Support each other and stick together. Smiley face. Bitch.
There's a lot to unpack.
This is a strong ass bitch.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
No, yeah, you ended it even by saying that, girl.
Also, surmise means suspicion.
Yeah, I think so.
I just googled it.
Oh,
Yeah.
but your English is good lah.
It is good.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
great,
Good.
actually.
Oh my god, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Jesus.
But I think like your thought process of like, you know, befriending more queer people and like helping activists definitely seems like the way to go
Yeah,
as of now.
like the kind of abuse they went through.
No.
Jesus Christ. And to come out of that, being able to think healthily
Yeah,
is
seriously
great.
though.
And they're very aware of their internalized homophobia as well.
Right. The fact
I
that
think-
you are aware too.
Yeah. I think they might have had. I hope that they have community that support
Mm-hmm.
them, and I hope they get out of that abusive situation soon.
Hold on, I'm gonna
Yeah.
check. This is not
Yeah.
Malaysia, right? It's post-Soviet. What is it
Post-Soviet,
called?
yeah,
Post-Soviet
yeah.
country.
Post-Soviet Asian country. I'm not too sure.
Post-Soviet.
I'm not
Asian.
very good with history.
Me neither.
Actually,
I'm
we have
shit
a
at
lot
it.
of like post-Soviet like listeners for
yeah,
some
actually,
reason.
I listened to some.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did notice.
Yeah. I initially thought it was all gonna be like Asian, Malaysian, or Singaporean
Right.
stories, but then
Yeah.
we read like a lot from other countries too.
Yeah.
Yeah, which surprised me. I really don't know what to say. My fucking condolences.
Yeah.
I cannot fucking imagine, honestly.
Yeah, that kind of like micromanaging, like seeing every single text you
No,
send.
It's traumatizing
Yeah,
as
it's
fuck.
traumatizing.
to another level.
Yeah, like I sincerely hope you're okay.
Yeah.
So
like
traumatizing.
but you're not alone lah. Yeah, I said there are people that have gone through this here as well, and I hope that they know that they have the right to privacy.
Yeah.
That they should be entitled to these basic human rights.
Right.
You know,
Right.
sometimes it's easy to internalize that
Yeah.
you don't deserve this. But
Yeah.
I hope you're okay.
Man.
But they ended it wholesomely. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my god.
No, it's like, do you ever like listen to somebody say something and they say it so casually and you're like, you know, there's this, okay, I'm gonna bleep this part out because
holy
no, they
fuck.
will say it very casually.
Yeah, and then they'll be like, "Oh yeah, like my family member's gonna
No,
kill
no,
me."
no, yeah. They say it like
I'm
that
like,
one, you
what?
know.
No, I feel like they've had to wrangle with that in their mind for so long already that it's normal to them. But maybe they also didn't wanna like, cause like usually when you're like put in these situations, you are focused on survival. So
Right.
you turn off that you kind of repress that
Yeah, of course.
that intense emotion that comes with like hearing stuff like that. So I think it's very normal to have that. But yeah, at the same time, like Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So next story is going to be lesbian dating horror stories.
Okay.
So you can start with this one.
The under the green one, right?
Yes, under the
Okay.
green one.
Okay.
I hope no brain rot today.
Please. I already felt a shift in energy the
Ooh.
minute we read.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's okay. All your stories are valid. It's just we just had lunch and we're a little bit. Okay. I met a girl on Her. We got along very well. Talked for about a week before going on our first date. At the end of our first date, at this point it was about 12 to 1 a.m. We started making out in my car. Our mistake was we parked at a public place where it was a little dark. Anyway, when we finished making out and were just hugging each other, a policeman caught us.
Hell nah.
Hell nah.
Are you serious?
This is a bit triggering. No, it's not that triggering. I'm just being dramatic. Anyway, I panicked. First, she said to just drive, but then she said not to. Wait, I panicked. First, she said to just drive, but then she said not to because she realized it was a policeman. He ended up taking our ICs and noted down my number plate. We spent almost 45 minutes trying to get him to let us go. I was at the point where I was ready to call my dad to come and help me, although I'm still in the closet. I couldn't afford going to jail. Finally, the policeman said he will let us go if we made out in front of him.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I tell you, right, this shit is fucked up because you know about the other story from our friend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, I'm gonna bleep this part out. So for context, our
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's so fucked up.
Jesus. Okay, no, like, wait, and I couldn't afford going to jail. Finally, the policeman said he would let us go if we made out in front of him, so we did.
Oh
I'm so
my
sorry.
God.
This is really messed up.
Yeah, we would have done anything just to avoid being locked up. We also couldn't lie because he recorded us making out in the car before he busted us.
Are you
That's
fucking kidding me?
disgusting.
Okay, honestly, he can be sued for that though.
That's
Yeah,
disgusting.
fuck. I swear these motherfuckers in power would do anything.
I swear, I fucking hate cops.
Yeah, so when we agreed to make out for him, he deleted the recording. He made us go back in my car and he stood outside the passenger's side and watched us made out. He guided us, told us to do things a certain way as well.
Are you serious?
Ew! Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Are
This
you
is so
serious?
traumatizing.
Yeah, this is traumatizing. He asked me to touch her down there, but I stopped and told him I couldn't do it. Luckily, he didn't force me and asked us to continue making out. He watched us for about 10 minutes, then he gave us a whole lecture before he let us go.
What the
Are you
fuck?
fucking kidding me?
No, that's so fucking stupid.
So after this whole incident, me and the girl were still talking. At this point, we were talking for like 3 or 4 weeks already. She stayed over at my place. We had sex. A few days after, she went home and she started being dry to me. After a week, she told me she needed some space, and then about a week later, she said she's not in a place to be talking to anyone at the moment. My issue with this is that she said talking. The girl kissed me, touched me, and fucking slept with me only to say she can't talk to anyone. So I was just a talking stage to her, nothing more.
Wait, so nothing to do with the police thing?
Anyway, I realized that we were probably love bombing, which is not healthy, but it's whatever. Now that I look back, she was a bad influence to me.
Okay, go.
Let's
Can we
circle
pause?
back to the
yeah.
police thing.
Yeah, no, because the whole story continued and it was just like, okay, yeah, she left me. But what about the whole thing with the cops?
Yeah,
You-
that... Oh my god, that
I-
sounded very traumatizing.
I cannot
Yeah.
brush that shit off my shoulder.
Yeah.
I am actually so angry. I'm
Yeah.
fuming.
It's just a next level violation, dude.
Yeah, it is. Like, it's... No, it's not. It's like not even being treated as a human being.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh God, the
You know,
fuck?
actually, sorry, bleep this whole thing out.
Yeah.
Remember I told you about why are there so many cases like this? Like where they just lurk and they look at you, fucking enjoy it, and then, oh, by the way, you gotta pay me because otherwise you're gonna go to fucking jail.
Yeah.
Yes.
Literally anyone who becomes a cop is like sick in the head.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's like... to become a cop, you have to like the system.
Right.
And that's why ACAB, anyone who becomes a cop,
Yes.
they look at the system that they think they want to join the system, or they think that, I don't know, one person can change the entire system. It's not. Like, either they like the system or they're delusional about what the system is like.
Yeah.
So cops are just not.
Good,
You can't tell me that that's a good cop.
No, I don't believe so.
Yeah. So like, no, especially when you hear about this kind of shit and how there's no measures in place to stop these kind of things.
Yeah.
It's not a good system.
No, seriously.
Oh my god. This,
I'm very disturbed. I feel very
Yeah.
disturbed.
Yeah,
no.
very disturbed. Yeah. Like that's so fucked up. That's
Okay.
fucked up beyond means.
Yeah, we can take a 5-minute break just to like
Yeah.
unpack this, just to like let it.
No, it's like what the
It is a
fuck?
lot to take in.
And it's like, I mean, obviously, you know, in this situation, because you're not out to your parents, so like,
Yeah.
the cop was definitely using this to
Yeah.
their advantage.
Yeah.
And it's
Jeez.
so
There's a lot of
fucked
fear
up.
mongering.
Yeah. It's a lot of
Ooh.
like it's a fucking power trip lah.
It's
Yeah.
a power trip, yeah.
Yeah, no one, like, not even police should have this kind of power in society. And it's just
Yeah.
So disgusting.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
can imagine that must be like so. I actually, you know, like for me, I feel like if this happened for me and another person, I don't know how I would process it
Yeah,
because
Yeah.
it's so goddamn traumatizing.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yes.
guess.
Like I don't
I
even
would
know.
feel dirty.
I would feel dirty, and I wouldn't even know how to continue like a sexual
Yeah.
relationship because I just felt like, oh, it would like
Yeah.
Like it would
review-
taint it.
Yeah, it would taint it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, I hope they're doing well.
And the fact
hope-
that it
yeah.
lasted for 10 minutes
Yeah.
and he was giving directions.
Yeah, it must be excruciating.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god! Like, I hope they've processed this.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's okay. Maybe they don't really feel anything. I mean, if that's the case, then good for you. But like, this sounds very very heavy.
Yeah.
And like,
I feel like some people don't really realize how traumatizing it really is until somebody tells them it's traumatizing.
that's true.
Yeah. No, because
Yeah.
like they were like, oh yeah, then she like, you know,
She dumped
ghosted me.
me.
They're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not even over the police thing yet. Like, huh?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You know, like a good 60% of it was like about the police thing.
Yeah.
And then they went back to the girl. But yeah. My condolences, genuinely.
Yeah.
But like, okay, the
my
girl thing is
God.
also like, yeah, the talk thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just, yeah, it's the love bombing thing lah. And then like they just kind of like moved on from it.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's messy. And not your fault.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, this is just.
Why did
yeah.
it keep getting worse? Like,
No, why does it keep getting
it
worse?
keeps getting
Why
worse?
does it keep getting worse?
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Okay.
Just not jinx it
Pray-
next time.
Pray and hope that the next one is a wholesome one.
Yeah, yeah.
Please.
Yeah, I was like,
Fingers
no
crossed.
brain rot. Suddenly,
Ah,
police
yeah.
brutality,
Yeah,
police
holy
violence. Oh my
fuck.
god. No hi, whatever. I don't know
Okay.
how lesbians always have the craziest dating stories with people we were never in a relationship with, but here's mine.
Sounds upbeat.
So I matched with this person on Hinge and I was smitten. I was really attracted to them and we had a lot in common. We hung out a handful of times and we texted every day like normal dating stuff. And they started becoming a little distant and said that they were going through stuff, so I understood. They asked me to go to a concert with them, so I thought we were good again. But when I tried to make plans for the next time, they texted me back 2 days later just to say, I'm gonna be so busy, sorry. I didn't hear from them a couple of weeks later, so I was just left confused. Finally, they sent me the, hey, can we talk text? And apologized for being distant and said they weren't in a place to date right now and they asked to be friends. I answered by expressing my support for them during their hard time, but because of past experiences, I'd rather not be friends with someone I already had romantic feelings for. I felt like they were just putting me on hold for later that made me feel weird, but of course, I understand if they didn't want to date anyone at the time. I said maybe we can try dating again in the future, and they said they would date someone who won't be there for them while they wouldn't date someone who won't be there for them when they're having a hard time. I was like, damn, okay, well, I still care about you, so how would you like me to show up as a friend for you? They didn't answer my text for weeks and even texted me Merry Christmas while still ignoring my last message.
Girl, the
is
face
so
damn
funny.
thick, ah.
I decided that if I still haven't heard from them by the new year, I would remove them on socials, so that's what I did. Then I got a text from them because they noticed that I unfollowed them and we kept arguing over text, Lamau. I mean, it's self-explanatory. I didn't hear from them for 2 days, and when they finally got back to me, they sent a long-ass paragraph of how they were just gone because their grandma fell off a ladder and died in a hospital. So their family is figuring out all of that right now. I was in shock and did not know what to say. I gave them my condolences and words of support. That was the last time I heard from them. At the time, I was like, damn, should I just have stayed friends with them or did I do the right thing for myself? If they had told me that they see our connection as more than platonic than romantic, I would have agreed to just be friends. But then I saw them active on Tinder right after they told me they weren't in a place to date right now. So they're lying lah. I also did lurk for a bit on their profile and found out they definitely still been dating other people the entire time. This all happened in a span of a couple months, and then at the end of the day, they just probably weren't as into me as I was into them. Lamau. Okay, first of all,
So
the
now there's
grandma
death?
falling off the ladder thing
That
is
came out of nowhere.
probably just a lie.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere. I feel like, okay, no, it could have been the truth, but I feel like it was an excuse as well. It's used as an excuse and
Yeah.
opportunity
No,
lah.
because you know, like there are some people, right, where they're like they don't want to hold themselves accountable in situations.
Yeah.
They're like, by the way, my grandma fell off the ladder. Like it always has to be like a worse story than yours, so that you are the
Yeah.
one who's like you,
Yeah,
you're
you're
made to
like,
feel
oh my God,
bad.
I'm so sorry about that. I completely understand where you're coming from. All of it, you have to say that shit lah. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, it's okay. You had all the rights to ignore me because your grandmother fell off a ladder and died. Like,
Yeah, no, for the record, you did the right thing for yourself.
Yeah, you did.
Absolutely. Like those lines that you were trying to draw, don't want to text them until don't initiate anything until a month later, see they do anything or not. Those were boundaries you were trying to draw for yourself to keep your self-respect. And that's the right thing to do.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like, especially with people who act as if you're disposable.
Yeah,
correct,
You need to do these things to
Correct.
it's not even to like test them. It's just to draw your own boundaries and to not fall into that kind of like pattern.
Yeah, and
yeah.
also like, you know, because you mentioned that when you removed them and then like you drew your boundaries, then they got pissed at you and everything. That should tell you enough about this
Yeah.
person. Because
Yeah.
like at the end of the day, like you said that you weren't sure whether they wanted to keep you around or not, and then you kind of confirmed it when you realized that they were dating other people at the time, this and that, but they're just not being honest with you about these things. And you know what? Your intuition is right lah. And it's right enough to the point that they got pissed at you. So yeah.
Exactly. Period.
Okay.
Fuck the whole grandma ladder thing. What the fuck? I'm
Jeez,
sorry.
That was crazy.
Honestly, it was a little funny lah. Suddenly,
I was
my grandma
like-
fell off a ladder and died. Bitch! Who the fuck?
But I can still go on Tinder, mother.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. What if they want to date? Just say not interested lah.
Yeah, no, I don't get that, but I think they were just stringing you along. That's why lah.
Yeah,
And you were
it's-
right about that.
Yeah.
Smart, good for you.
Yeah.
Oh, next one's pretty long, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, alright. Hi, I am here to submit my story. Not really horror, thank goodness, but it definitely hurt me greatly. Warning, super long paragraph ahead. I met a girl and she was great since the start. I felt we were compatible. We both know what we wanted in relationships. We may not have similar values, but I felt we can sit down and discuss about our differences and try to meet each other halfway. She did mention she was not ready to commit at the start, but one day she told me she felt safe with me and that she is ready to start a relationship. I was truly glad and I started preparing my confession plan. This is nearing our 3 months mark. I know it doesn't sound like a long time, but I truly felt great with this person and I can see both of us are investing our time and emotions into it. That same week, we went to a day trip. The day trip was great. We were laughing a lot, enjoying the activities. The physical contact is there. 2 days later, the world came crashing down.
My God.
She mentioned she was having a bad day at work and wished she could get a hug. I bravely went to her house, wanted to give her a physical hug. I know she doesn't like surprises. She told me before, and I have already mentally prepared myself for rejection for this surprise visit. But I decided to go with it because she seemed very stressed and thought that she might like to get some cuddles. She likes cuddles. Of course, I was turned away with a 4-sentence reply. I said alright and went home. I know it's my fault really, so I apologized over text that I disrespected her wish and overstepped. She said it's alright. She will use her words more specifically next time. Things like that. ... The next day, she apologized to me for what she said and explained she was in a very bad mood. She really didn't like surprise visits. I reassured her it is alright. I understand I am at fault and I tried to lighten up the mood using emoji and all. Then she said I am weirdly over-optimistic. Hold on. So I just want to say, right, every single time I feel like when people don't like surprise visits, they are either cheating on you or they have homophobic families.
Yeah.
Those are the only two reasons I can think of. Anyway, third day, I do the usual morning text, but left unreplied. When I check in again, she said she is annoyed with me because she is really struggling, in bracket, at work and our recent events, I believe. But I seem to be treating the situation lightly, and I didn't communicate with her well enough to learn about her situation that made her annoyed and felt disconnected. We had a lengthy discussion about this. Basically, it's me explaining I really put the surprise visit event behind me. I'm sorry I didn't communicate enough and that I will improve on them, but she mentioned things like being awkward with me, not sure how she will behave the next few days. I cannot join the dots. I really cannot join the dots
Wait,
right
yeah,
now.
why?
I don't get it.
Okay, continue.
So I checked again if we are all good. She said we are in an awkward position because we are not officially together. So it's not like we owe each other anything. Of course, I read that as she wants nothing to do with us anymore. I was upset, so I stopped texting. But after that, she texted me again saying that I misunderstood her. Things like that. ... All in all, ... We had a very long discussion over this thing. I thought we have talked it out.
Wait,
Okay,
how do you
this
have
sounds
so
fucking
many-
confusing?
No, how do you have so many discussions and yet it is still like so much misunderstanding? Like, I mean, of course we don't know what's the context lah, but like, I thought, okay, sorry at first, didn't you say that you guys apologize to each other, then you see where you're coming from and everything, then suddenly it was like brought up again, like the issue. So like actually what is the issue? I feel like I'm not clear on that. Anyway,
I'm also not clear. I don't know what the fuck I'm reading.
do you know what the fuck this is about?
In my head, I'm just like, girl, it's so confusing sometimes.
I'm very confused right now.
You might wonder why we didn't meet in person. She is someone who likes schedules. She doesn't like impromptu meetups. And when this thing erupted, she was supposed to meet her friend. So I know she's not available to meet, though I really want to. But going directly to her house will be a very bad idea as well. The next few days are the CNY halls, so we didn't get to meet as well. In bracket, I went back to Malaysia for Chinese New Year while she's Singaporean. You know what? This explains everything. It's fine. We get it now. Even though we didn't meet, I felt our texting were consistent and we were all our usual self. So I thought this conflict was blown over and still all ready to confess during Valentine's Day period. Why is it? This is fucking roller
No, I don't
coaster,
actually understand the conflict.
I don't understand either.
Like, what is the conflict?
I don't know.
I believe they also feel that way. I believe they also don't know what's happening.
I think so, actually. They're like confused.
Oh my god. When we finally met after the halls, her attitude changed. Here we go again. She said she felt awkward with me after all this. Awkward about what?
Yeah, it's like nobody knows what it's about.
I couldn't understand. Me neither.
Same here.
And she was confused. Because she definitely did not give this impression in text. She said she just felt something changed when she met me in person and that we haven't met for a long time. In bracket, which was 1 week. Okay? She said she just needed time to warm up to me again. I tell you, this bitch is either cheating or there's some few loose screws up in her, okay? It's one or the other. Fuck. But I felt lost. I honestly didn't hold any grudge against her, and I felt I handled the conflict textbook good. I would have held grudges against her, okay? You're better than me. I didn't dismiss her feelings. I would have.
Period.
I acknowledged what were the parts I did that upset her, and I really thought we talked it out and reconnected. I couldn't understand how the good times we had just be erased by this 1 week. She said our foundation is not there to face this kind of conflict.
Dude.
What is the conflict?
Yeah, what is the conflict?
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
understand.
I'm so frustrated right now.
Okay.
I really don't blame her for it.
You don't? We do.
You're better than us.
You're better than us. Because I felt I started this whole cascading events. How?
But
How? Just by giving her a surprise visit, bitch. No, I think that's sweet. If somebody fucking surprised me at work when I said I was going through shit, I'd be like, oh, that's so sweet.
yeah, that is
You
sweet.
go out of your way to surprise me. I would love that. What the fuck is wrong with her?
Continue.
I am just hurt. I felt like I showed my sincerity, but it is not being appreciated. I am just not sure how to go on from now. I still like her a lot nevertheless, but I felt like she find it easy to just pack everything and turn away. You know why? Because she's fucking cheating. How do I still continue telling her I am up for us? Don't! But also don't get myself hurt that badly if she decided I didn't live up to her expectations.
Just leave.
Yeah, no, just leave. God damn. Thank you. I really need to get this off my chest. Love your podcast. Thank you for always discussing about very relevant and useful issues.
So until now, we don't know what the issue is.
We don't know what the fucking issue
Okay,
is.
you know what I think it is?
What?
I think this person is an avoidant kind of person. So
Oh,
when
the
they
girl.
showed up at the place, it was the type of commitment vibe scared them, and they started backing away.
Okay.
I that's the vibe I'm getting lah.
I mean,
That's what I think.
it sounds like it lah, because
Yeah.
like, why is it that every time when this, whatever the meetup happens in person, then suddenly they're like stunned by it, but then on
Yeah.
text it's like fine?
Yeah,
I feel
yeah,
like maybe, like, perhaps they felt they were more in control in text,
Yeah.
but it's still whack.
Yeah,
Just get your shit
it's a
together,
thing
lah.
that like avoidants do. Like they do well on text, but like once there's like an in person and they feel the commitment coming, because like they said they were preparing to confess and everything and all that. It was leading up to a Valentine's Day, so
Yeah.
that's when they were like, that's when they felt like that's when all the avoidant tendencies came out lah. Like they started to pull back. They say, oh, we're not really that close anyway. We haven't seen each other in a long time. Like. No, okay, like I've been avoidant before. I know what like, excuses avoidance pull out. I've been avoided. I've been the victim of an avoider before. So I know these motherfuckers always pull this shit out. Any excuse they can pull out, they will pull out. So it's just like, that's why it's so confusing, because it's just pulling out anything.
Yeah.
The conflict is not there, but they are creating the conflict because that's the kind of intimacy that they used to.
Yeah, they have to like stir something up first, right?
Yeah, maybe this is projection lah. It's to a certain degree it's projection, but I feel like it's what's going on, because otherwise it's so confusing.
It is. We don't even know what the issue is.
Yeah, until now it's so confusing.
Yeah, you know, right? Okay, bleep this out. I have too much tea to spill. Oh my god. She was like going out dating other people, so it's true they're probably cheating.
Nope.
Like, I really think so, you know. What is this whole like, don't show at my house unannounced, blah blah blah. If you have homophobic parents, like, fair.
That one,
That is a given. But it's like, why?
Yeah.
Like, what's so wrong about showing up at a house unannounced?
Yes.
I mean, I do think some people just don't like surprises. Like, I can understand, because like, you like your space, and when someone shows up, it disrupts that space. I get it, but like, usually when someone you love or like you like shows up and does that, like, your reaction shouldn't be that strong, but it's okay, like, to each their own, right? Like, some people like their own space. So I think it's okay that they drew that boundary, but the way they drew that boundary and then brought up all the other conflicts, that was damn confusing. Like, if you tell me, okay, don't show up at my workplace, okay, simple, done, sorry, right? But then after that, then they got one more thing, one more thing.
Correct.
Until like everyone's just very unaware what the problem at hand is.
Yeah. It's
like,
always,
we thought it was like the house thing, and then it's not the house thing.
Yeah.
And then it's like, what the hell is going
Just
on?
one thing after another.
But like, one thing after another, and we don't even know what it is.
Yeah. What are the other things that come after that? No idea, but we know there are things there.
Yeah, we know there are things, and
They asked what was the question? Like, they ended it with like, what can I do? Is it?
Yeah, like, what's your
How do I
opinion?
still continue telling her I am up for us, but also don't get myself hurt that badly if she decided I didn't live up to expectations? Okay, honestly, I feel like Faye and I do not give the best advice, because every single time our advice is just leave, break up, or stop it. Which technically, like, if you don't want to waste your time, right, you would do that.
Yes.
But is it really worth your time to convince this person that you are kind of worth it as well?
Yeah.
Get what I mean? So at the end of the day, TLDR also, the answer is leave, break up, and stop it.
Do you want your relationship to be like this forever?
Exactly. Imagine getting married to this fucker.
You know, problems don't go away when you get into a relationship, right? If you already like this at the beginning stage, it's gonna go on. Even if you're together, even if you've like solidified, like defined what your relationship is, still gonna like trickle in. So the answer is just leave, break up, or like just stop it.
Yeah. No, you all know I'm a Libra, so my advice is more like like.
Okay, give your Libra advice right now. Give your Libra advice.
Don't listen to the fire signs.
No, okay, I feel like, because I mean, I've been in this position before with an avoidant that like, I feel like I couldn't just cut it off, like, because like feelings are feelings, ma. You will like them, and sometimes you can't help that you like them,
right?
And like, so like, it's very hard to just like leave. It's very hard. Sometimes they have to go through it, right? So like, for me, the advice I would give is like, recognize what you can or cannot control. Like, because like, their behavior right now is not controllable, and what this degree of power, like, how does it make you feel? Because like, whenever it's an anxious and avoidant, sometimes the anxious will have the power, but in this, if this story is any indication, I feel like the avoidant is holding all the power. So are you okay with having this sort of power dynamic going on? You know? So if you're not, then set some boundaries for what you want to do. Like, you don't have to leave immediately, but like, set boundaries. Like, if you don't reach out for a month, see what they do. Then from there, you get to see how much you're worth to them. And if really it's like, you know, for some reason they're being an asshole, like out of accident or whatever and you still want to give them a chance, you want to be vulnerable, go ahead, but keep in mind that being vulnerable means you're open to being hurt, right? And that is something you have to be accountable to yourself for as well. And so like, simple advice, leave. But if you can't just do that, set boundaries for yourself and be very aware of what you are doing and how this will hurt you in the future.
So you have two advices to choose from.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? It's actually great that we have a different perspective, you know?
Yeah.
All of these, because every
all
single
of us
time,
were like,
leave,
just fuck
break
off.
up, stop it, get your shit together. That's all we can say. But you know what? That's good advice, even though I disagree with it. Because I still think just leave. It's good advice. Because to me, it's just kind of like, okay, and my boundaries are that I will just leave. So, you know.
Yeah, but perhaps
Yeah.
different people like have different like risk appetite. Or,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
They
Different
have
sort of
different,
tolerance or like vulnerability kind of thing. 'Cause
Yeah.
some people want to be vulnerable. Some people like to be hopeful about things, and
Right.
and that's not their fault. It's not their fault to want something good
Yeah.
out of this thing, and it's a good thing to be hopeful. I don't want it to feel like, you know, this is like their fault, like for not leaving or whatever. So like it's. I usually keep my advice open.
Yeah.
Because I'm a people pleaser.
Yeah, that's such a Libra thing. It's such a Libra
But
thing.
yeah. Okay, so my girlfriend dumped me 3 days before Valentine's Day with no warning and said the day before she had bad news. And I worried the entire day about it. So
Oh
3 days
my
before Valentine's, they broke up, and before they broke up, she said, "Oh, I have bad news." Then they waited a whole day to
my
tell them.
God.
Fucking kidding me?
Horrible. The next day, she texted me that she lost feelings and that she's sorry, and then proceeded to block and unfollow me, etc. And in brackets, she followed, added me again a week later for some reason.
It's so. What the fuck?
The next day, I saw her at school. In brackets, we were both in the same high school, and I almost started sobbing in school.
Yo.
She didn't even have the guts to look me in the eyes. Every time I see her in the hallway, she pretends she's busy or just walks away. I became kind of depressed, and I just found out she got a new boyfriend a week after she dumped me.
What?
You see, I always say, right, it's always cheaters, one. These fuckers are cheating, one.
Yeah.
Every time they do things that you cannot explain, they are probably cheating. Okay, continue.
The thing that hurts most is that she probably cheated, and she's so public with him, in brackets, stories talking about him with friends, etc. And she never did with me because her friends are homophobic and kind of shitty, but she stays with them anyway. And I'm just so suicidal, and I don't know what to do, honestly.
Another one.
Okay, thanks for reading this. Bracket, sorry it was so depressing. And I love you guys' podcast. It really helps me, and it's nice to listen to.
Are you okay?
Smiley face.
Why is everybody just dropping these kind of things and be like,
I love you guys. Hey, I want to kill myself, but I love you guys.
fuck? Oh my god.
Okay, I'm getting the sense that this is high school.
Yes.
Yes, this is high school. And okay,
Do not kill yourself over a lying, cheating ass bitch. Let me
Yes.
just fucking say, do not
No.
let these fucking bitches rob you of your life. Okay, you know what today's theme is? Do not let bitches rob you of your life.
I think that's every episode's theme.
Yeah.
How do I draw this? Okay. Oh my god, I'm not used to this. Never mind.
It's okay. I will draw
No,
it.
but I feel like this is like high school. So like,
Yeah.
like dating and like love, like especially queer love, because everyone around us is so homophobic, can feel like everything in high school. So I understand why you might feel suicidal, but trust us that it's not everything.
No, it's not.
You grow up, and like after that you look back and you're like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like I feel like even like whatever your first queer relationship is, it's gonna feel like the end of the fucking world. I mean, I definitely felt I want to kill myself. Like the first relationship too. Same thing actually, it left me for a man. Like because like they were having internalized homophobia, and then afterwards they just kind of like broke up with me unannounced, and then back together with the boyfriend. So like I 100% feel you.
Yeah.
Also felt the same way about my life, and but I feel like it's been 4 years since that happened, and when I look at it, I just laugh at it. So yeah, it will get 100% better. I mean, I'm not saying that my life got better. I also went through even more traumatic things than that, but it doesn't stop there for you, lah. So,
You will find better things.
Yeah.
And you will appreciate yourself for having the strength to work through it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
honestly, in high school, right? I mean, like, even though what I went through wasn't in high school, but I feel like when people are in high school, especially like locally in Malaysia. I assume that you are from Malaysia, if not a homophobic country lah. I'm not too sure. But people, when they are from these countries, right, in high school, a lot of them are just very like, they just do things for society. They don't really do things for themselves.
Yeah.
So yeah, you may see like, maybe her feelings are valid for her boyfriend, but like, whatever that happened to you is not okay, but it's also unfortunately common because a lot of people just cannot accept themselves.
And it's not your fault.
Yeah, if anyone is actually going through more shame, it's her, not you. You know, because she just cannot embrace that part about her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yep.
Okay, this is the last one, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi. There's one hi.
Love.
I don't know how to start writing my story, but first things first. I love your podcast that I first known from a dear friend of mine. You provide us with a great safe space and feelings of belonging. Thank you so much. I love you both greatly, and both of you are stunning. Thank you.
Not me. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. They don't know I'm coming on.
Okay, I will get into my story. I live in a very conservative country, and it all started when I was 16. I met this girl who was a friend's relative at one of their gatherings.
Okay.
I'm a very quiet person, so I was mute most of the time. Okay. The first time I spoke, she looked at me and said, "You're very pretty." She literally passed a few people just to come and sit next to me at the time. Weeks after, she approached me through her relatives and we started talking for a while. Then she confessed to me. But before I said anything to her, although I was madly in love with her, I was also scared of going to hell. I'm sorry. That's funny, actually.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. So I told my friends, I can't shake God's throne by falling for a girl. What the fuck? I was going through my first internalized homophobia. I was casually consoling my feelings with my friends. Then they passed what I said to her.
Oh my god, that's so
Not the
embarrassing.
snitches.
I would be so fucking embarrassed.
No, me too. The same week of her confession, I told her that I liked her back and we became lovers. Oh,
Okay,
I guess
so
hell is
ended
not
well.
a factor anymore.
Yeah.
It was going great unless we were with other people that she's trying to make me jealous and less of an importance for her. It all passed until the day we had our first kiss. She told my friends about it and it reached the ears of my very religious sister. Why everybody like?
Yeah.
So many lines connecting.
I know.
Fucking mind map.
But thank God it slipped. Anyways, after that, she told me that she did that as a revenge for when I said I can't shake God's throne. Why is she mad at you? But internalized homophobia, to take revenge on someone is just mentally ill. Sorry. 9 months later in the relationship, you went on together for 9 months. She told me she's in love with someone else. And I replied, "Okay, good luck."
Comedy queen. We stand, honestly.
What the fuck? A week later, she approached me saying, "Can we be friends?" I was a gay kid, so I said, "Of course." Well, okay, where is this even going? Oh my god. Came years later of verbal harassment, possessiveness, manipulation. She tried grooming me into having sex because we were friends now, and she has the priority to sleep with me more than other people, to the point whenever I started to form any kinds of relationships with someone that would be triggering for her jealousy and impulse. She even kissed me once forcibly where I replied with a slap.
That's fucking sexual
Sorry,
harassment.
where is this going?
That is sexual harassment.
Yeah.
It was bad of me. I know. No, she deserved that slap.
Yeah.
In fact, she deserved to be punched.
That's fucking sexual harassment.
Yo.
Wait, what do you mean she groomed you? Like, how old is she and how old
I
are you?
think the proper word for that is actually she probably like coerced you.
Yeah.
Coerced or like conditioned.
Yeah.
Or like manipulated. Yeah, maybe.
Oh my god.
I mean, unless they are much older, then in which case,
Yes.
groom.
Yeah. Now, after being with her for 9 years, wait,
Okay.
you were
This was since 9 years ago.
wait. So
You might have actually gotten groomed.
Okay, you definitely gotten groomed.
Because it was their friend's relative.
Oh my god, you're right. Wait, how did 9 months
fuck.
become 9 years? Shit, that's like a decade. I gathered courage and cut ties with her and her
Okay.
relatives who are my friends.
Okay,
Just
okay.
want all the
Wait.
lesbians to know that just because your partner's a woman, it doesn't mean that what they said about you is right. So true. Women can be abusers too.
Yes.
Don't let them manipulate you just to keep you around. Rise your awareness and be careful of who you let into your life. I'm still healing and I have great friends that I can be myself around. I wish you all happiness. P.S. Just to not cause any misunderstandings, she was my age, only 4
Okay.
months older.
Okay,
Oh my
okay.
God,
But
oh
then
my
she-
God.
She
Okay.
was past me with way too many years mentally. Ha ha ha.
What do
It's
you-
not a ha ha.
No. Wait, can you pass me this
Okay,
thing? I want
this
to see
is
if you have
so-
a fucking username.
So fucked.
There's no fucking username.
This is fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. This just went way too many directions. But like,
Yeah, okay, but thank you for giving us the clarification at
Yeah,
the end. I was worried
yeah,
for
yeah,
you
yeah,
guys.
yeah.
9 years is like, huh?
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, nine year, like, cause I imagine, cause like friends, relatives, so like their friend was like, I say like they probably didn't want to break it off because like it would affect that friendship as well, and like so like anything they did was like had a little bit of coercion to it, and it had a bit.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
not that's a bad situation to get stuck in.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
for almost a decade. That's crazy.
Yeah, but good that you finally decided to cut ties with them.
Yeah.
like
Damn, 9 years.
yeah. Yeah, you're a strong one for getting to 9 years of that.
9 years, dude. Like, what?
Yeah.
That is
That
just
was insane. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
just-
so sorry, and I'm glad you're
Yeah.
taking the time to heal. But
Yes.
it is true, yeah. There are a lot of actually like sapphic relationships that are abusive that's just not talked about a lot. Just because people think like, oh, you know, it's like two women, like because like it's so common to hear that in like cishet relationships,
Yeah.
right? Where like you would obviously think like the man is the abuser and everything, but actually there's so much abuse cases in sapphic relationships
Yeah.
that's just
Yes.
not talked
Yes.
about
Correct.
enough.
Correct.
And
Correct.
it's very shitty because like a lot of these abuse sometimes come in the form of like emotional manipulation and like
Yep.
it's more, I would say it's more emotional abuse kind of stories rather than like physical abuse, even though
Yeah.
that happens as well, obviously. But this is this pretty much like one form of it, and she basically like sexually harassed you as
Yeah.
well.
Yes.
Yeah. That I think they acknowledge that lah. That you know that they're like trying to heal from it, and so I'm glad that they acknowledge that. I don't know if you haven't acknowledged that is sexual harassment, and so like I hope they are able to heal from it. I hope they know they have the autonomy to decide what they want for their own life, rather than having someone pull them along and like manipulate them.
Yeah, so sorry
It's a
about
very
that.
traumatizing thing to go through.
Yeah. God damn, every story always has like a fucking immediate, like very sharp plot twist, very sharp
Yeah.
turn, It's like,
Yeah, this was like comedic, and then boom.
yeah, suddenly sexual harassment.
Like, what? And then we were 9 years together. I'm like, huh?
Jesus. Yeah.
I do appreciate now when stories are long because then it's not so whoop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
God
true.
damn. Anyway, that's the last story for today, guys.
Damn, I hope wishing
Shit.
you guys all like proper
Yeah.
healing journeys. This is all a lot.
Yeah, truly. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I feel like most of the stories we read, like, they are trying to heal from it. Like,
Yes.
some
I
of
do
it is
agree.
like, oh, I've already gotten out of the situation. I'm trying to heal. So
Yeah.
all the best to y'all,
Yeah.
and just like I hope y'all feel y'all heal from it, and like y'all strong as bitches. Honestly.
No, I swear, like, I don't know how I would even manage something like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are stronger than me, and I probably cannot even make light of these things.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the end of the episode, guys.
Thank you so much
my
for
God.
submitting your entries.
Thank you for watching,
Thank you. Thank you for
you.
having me.
Yes, thank you so much.
And Emma.
Yes, and Emma.
Okay, bye, guys.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Fuck.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's heavy.
That's why every time we read all these stories, we like we get
Yeah,
mind fucked. Like,
yeah.
We're always like at the end of it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oof.
because you
Also-
also feel like the emotions from all the stories.
Yeah.
and you're like,
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It was funny, and then suddenly boom.
Yeah.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
like